Lee, you're going on holiday?
Yeah, so it's going to be a 2-week-long video. But for this first half of the video, we'll be focusing a lot on, we have Wooloop, because that's going to be releasing as I come back from holiday, and then we have the Jigsaw DLC as well, and you get that QA'd because that's coming out this week. And then for the rest of that time, the week and a half, it'll be a lot of Voxel stuff. So Rob's going to be picking up my QA, whilst Jack finishes up the DLC. And then there's probably other admin stuff you're going to enjoy doing as well.
Woo. Okay, so I just want... Oh, the radio just turned itself back on. Did you get it? Thank you. Yeah, okay, so just a bit of a front of house update because most of my day has been QA, starting off with Wooloop, QAing all of Lee's levels, and then some colouring Pixels Collection 8. So essentially, all of this section has been fully painted. We're about good. So there's going to be shelving over here. This has been painted a fair few times. Kim's been doing this because she likes doing the neat bits. I've also got more stuff in the fridge, which is really cool. We do need to move this. I think one of our patrons pointed out that it's just going to get nicked if it stays there. So yeah, let's move that. But yeah, we went to Costco and we got some stuff. So we're going to sell all of these things. We're basically just looking for food and snacks that are long shelf life type things. So I think these last for until November. So that's a lot to sell. But yeah, whatever. But I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah, so we've got all of these sorted, and all of this wall has been covered in a second coat of paint now. So I've divided it all up, ready for the colours. We're essentially going to have the public facing, well, like the local Games Corner colours on this side, and then the Games Studio colours on that side.
So I spent today going through the rest of the Jigsaw pack for colouring pixels. This one here I trimmed down quite a bit because it was like, I don't know, an extra 1 or 2 wide. So just to make it a bit smaller where they've been block colours. I think the end result's quite nice. And I've also re-imported all the levels into the correct size order as well. So yeah, a little bit on the larger side for a lot of these levels, but it's not too bad. Over here on Trello, you see they're all done as well, all ready to go. But yeah, going to take a little break from the DLC work, and we had Jack and, as you in earlier, playing the escape room again. We're going to go through and do any alterations to that in order to get one final test for Rob and Kim, so they can continue iterating or whatever they want to do when I'm not here next week.
Time for another painting update. Basically, I've just been cracking on with getting this grey stuff. I think Kim has done a plan layout for all of the colours. The idea is to have some signs here, so as you enter the building, there's going to be a sign that says basically Toaster Labs Games Corner with an arrow that way, and then Toaster Labs Games Studio in the red going that way, and then we're going to have some red over here as well. And then it'll match without all that. Yeah, also done some work on the shop. It's looking quite good. Lee's done a bit of a clean. It's really hot today, so we are a bit worried about the Kinder Buenos. It's like 27 degrees, it's too hot for painting. But yeah, the guy who is helping us with the signage has just popped by to take some measurements for these brackets at the top here. He's basically trying to explain how it's all going to go together. It should be quite good. He's got these massive bolts that he's going to use to basically build an aluminium frame. But then he also dropped off this, which is just a prototype for the colours for the Ace. That's going to be somewhere up there to sort of see how big it's going to be. Well, you can't really, but yeah, it's looking really good.
So yeah, I've been wrapping up as much work as I can because I'm off work from after today until end of next week. So yeah, just sort of making up for that. So I sent off the 1990s pack. That's all done. I've done all the stuff for the Jigsaw DLC as well. Yeah, I've got some screenshots for the pack, but I've also done the achievements for the Jigsaw DLC. That's all good to go. All the announcements and stuff that there was scheduled as well. But yeah, Rob and Kim very kindly did the escape room today as well to give some more feedback. But yeah, just to iterate on that, in order to let Rob sort of continue testing the room whilst I'm off work, I've gone ahead and written this handwritten checklist of how to reset the room. Because I know how to do it because I've been making the game for the past however many weeks it's been. But yeah, the checklist for Rob to do that. And as well as that, using this old flowchart that's still kind of accurate but a little bit out, I've written up this document here on just the general game flow, what the player should be doing, step 1, step 2, step 3. So hopefully this plus the written sheet, Rob will be able to run the game himself, when I'm not here and make some more iterations as he sees fit. Okay, so I was off on Monday and Tuesday, so I'm just getting back into the rhythm of working on the board game DLC. I'm currently working on the sort of base plate for the world, which is going to be sort of the D&D map that'll lie under all the objects. So I'm doing a sort of like forest sprite, and it's coming on quite well. It's taking a while. There's a lot of detail in here to cover, but I'm almost there. As you can see, I've been working on it this morning. I just need to finish off this big area in the middle now. I think I'm just going to add some generic sort of plants and twigs and things like that. I don't want to do too much, as a lot of it will be covered up anyway. I feel like a base plate or like a base, so what's it called, like a game mat for the D&D would be quite bare anyway. You don't want to have too many things obstructing stuff. So yeah, I'm going to do some more ruins over here, and then I think I'm just going to cut some plants, and that'll be done. I'll get that put into voxel art, and I'll update you guys once it's in.
All right, so we just got a few more deliveries. We got a squeegee because I tried to clean the glass and it just looks awful, doesn't it? It's really bad. So we're gonna clean that a lot better. We've got these signs, which are bigger versions of the sort of like price labels that we've got in the shop. And the idea is that this one we can have like multiple things on. So for the drinks, for example, it'll be like you can just list them: Coke, Fanta, all that. That should be good. It's also good for like special offers and advertising, things like that. That'll be really good. And then we've got these, which I'm going to play around with now. It's got like a retractable thing. The idea is you put your drink in, and this goes in the fridge. It just needs assembling, and then that way the drinks will be falling over in the fridge because they do that. Okay, yeah, that's all working. You can see that. Why is the light off? Is the light off? That's better. Yeah, so you can see that these like load in and then they spring the drink to the front.
Yeah, I think usually they like.
Rude interruption from people outside. And yeah, these bottles of Coke and Fanta just wouldn't stay up at all. You can see these are falling over. So I think we'll have to get another one of these. We might even be able to get one which fits 5 in a row. That'd be better.
Okay, so I've just wrapped up today's stream, and it was quite fun getting to work on the Skystead birthday assets that I'm working on for the next event, which we're aiming, I think, for August now. So I started doing all the assets here, and you can see here, they're quite basic, just little stuff that's going to be sort of placed around the world to give that birthday feel. So we've got some cakes here, some party hats, and some fireworks. These actually took a bit longer than I expected. I'm definitely a little rusty when it comes to the 3D modeling, so it's been quite a while since I've jumped into Blender. It was quite an easy solution, but it just took ages to do. Originally, I built the cake in a very sort of flat aesthetic, but then someone suggested make it a bit more curved. And the way I built it is that I built sort of the icing and the sort of sponge of the cake separately, so when I tried to manipulate it, it just wouldn't work. So I had to rebuild the cake from scratch, and it was just a bit of a hassle, but we got there in the end, which is why the texturing isn't as far forward as I want it to be. But you can see here, we have started the texturing, so I'm working for the fireworks first, as it was Rob's suggestion to make a few of them, just so we can add a few different sort of variations around the world. But I will come back to this. I'm having to stop this right now, as I do need to finish off the DLC for voxels, which I'm working on now. It's not too far, there's not too much to go now. I think I've only got about 5 levels to add materials and VFX to, so hopefully it won't take much longer. I'm hoping to aim to get it done completely for Monday.
Okay, Kim has been helping out today. She's on bereavement leave, bless her, so she's spending the time in the office to be around people. And yeah, she's been doing some painting. So there's orange, red, just to match the games. Hello, Jack. The van. That was our management company I saw on the van. Yeah. Anyway, orange and red to match the games studio side of things, and then we have 2 new colours for this side. So we've got pink and purple. So we just opened up the purple. Bit bright, isn't it? It's a bit much. These are the colours that we had a lot of issues with actually picking out because they didn't actually match any of the logo colours that we've got. It's just a thing with paints apparently. So, but yeah, it's looking good. Yeah, okay, so I am working on Wooloo today, doing a lot of QA, basically just trying to get this music DLC over the line. I've finished all of the levels, so we have got the full 21 level complement now, and I've just been going through and QAing stuff, so there's a lot of QA to do. I've just gone ahead and QA'd all of Lee's levels, so some got moved to done, some knocked back to in progress, and then I'm going to test Aaron's levels, which should be fun.
3 days later.
Okay, so Rob was doing some QA on the Colouring Voxels DLC over the weekend, and he's pushed back this fix that I'm a little concerned about. So you can see here that he's mentioned that the blanket is sort of under the wood when it comes to the blanket overlapping the ridge here, and I suspect that this may be a problem on all of the other levels that include this ridge. So you can see here on like the playing cards one, there's a ridge there as well. So I had a quick little investigation to see if that was the case, and unfortunately it is. This fix is going to have to be done on all those levels. As you can see here, the blanket does sit under the wood here, which doesn't really make much sense. So I'm going to go through and fix all of that while I'm doing the other fixes as well and adding VFX and shaders. Hopefully it won't slow me down too much, but it was definitely a bit of a bigger task that sort of crept up on me. So I'm going to get that done now and hopefully get a new build out by lunchtime. I believe this is the lorry coming that has all of Rob's deliveries of the escape room on. Is it going to pass by? Is it going to pass by? Is it going to pass by? Is it our truck? Oh, it's definitely our truck.
You know what? Maybe it wasn't our truck. Oh.
Happy Monday, Jack. Yeah, I've been ordering some stuff at B&Q. So we've got a pallet delivery. A lot of this stuff, well, I'll explain it later, but we need to basically just get it all inside. So we need to open it up and carry it. All that time in the gym, you can't lift it. All right, so just a first delivery of stuff from B&Q. Essentially a lot of stuff to build a stud wall, essentially covering up the glass side of the escape room. That's the words. Yeah, so everything should be fine, fingers crossed. We just need to get some extra tools in, and there'll be a bunch of extra things like screws and things like that getting delivered. We've also got 2 of these big MDF panels as well. These are for building some tables. So part of the plan for this room is either we want to, well, we've got a grant in for getting some basically building our own arcade machines type of thing, which should be really cool. But our fallback plan is to basically just make it into like a gaming hub for board games and wargaming and things like that. So that's to build some tables for that. These are 8 foot by 4 foot, and I think that a tournament Warhammer table is like 6 foot by 4 foot. So you just chop a bit off, job done, and then put some legs on it. Alright, so we are finally back.
We're back! Classic! We are back!
Working on Skystead Ranch, so we're trying to get the beach island update out. My work today has mainly been, well, there's been loads of admin stuff, I've had meetings and things, but I've been trying to get the next 5 lot of skylets in. I don't think any are over there. Here's one of them, here's Pebble, a little crab that walks sideways. There's been a few issues with a couple of them, which is why they didn't make it into the last update. But you can see now that they're kind of working normally. I think Pebble here, his issue was that the eyes weren't quite attached right to him. And yeah, so there should be 5. There should be Merkfin, Ashfur, which I think still needs a lot of... Oh, here's Merkfin now. Ashfur, which still needs a lot of work from Jack. And we've got Pippin over here, a little penguin. A friend of ours really wanted a penguin because he really likes Piplup, the Pokemon. Yeah, so my recording yesterday got cut off because the phone ran out of power, but I was working on Skystead. But yeah, today has been a full day of colouring voxels, so we're essentially getting the build out for Friday. There was a little bit of pushback in HQA a few levels. There was mainly to do with this cloth going around the outside of the table that Jack's added. But yeah, all seems to be good. I've done the achievements, I've localised them, I've updated the store page, taken the screenshots for the store page and the promotional slate that we've got in game. But yeah, all seems good. I'm just going to give everything a quick once over and then hopefully make the build live. In a few minutes though, I think at 5 o'clock we've got a couple of people coming in for the escape room, so I've just gone ahead and shuffled things around a bit. The purpose of this test that we're doing is essentially we're going to try and do it without the room split in 2. So we're just going to have the 2 people in the escape room working together, being able to freely move around the place, just so we can see if we are going to build this dividing wall that we sort of thought that we think we wanted, but we just need to test it without and see if it's more fun.
Okay, Okay, so you can see here, I'm actually working back on Skystead stuff. It's been really fun getting back into the sort of modelling stuff, stretching the old 3D modelling muscles.
I'm too weak.
And we're getting there now. I'm sort of warming up with these sort of simpler objects that I can make for the next event, which I think it's going to be the Founders Festival. So there was a lot of sort of planning on what we wanted to do for this event and how we wanted it to look. But I think we've sort of established a look that we also want to go for a sort of fire festival aesthetic, as it sort of matches the colours that we have in the office, and it is sort of a Toastab's birthday event. So you can see everything's got this like orange aesthetic, and this is going to be the decorations that are going to be placed on the world. I've made quite a few for Rob to use, so there's a lot of different ones and variations for him to use. But yeah, these are looking pretty good so far. I've just gotten out of Substance Painter and they're all done texturing now. What's it? Just gotten out. I did them yesterday. But yeah, they're looking pretty good. I'm really happy with the aesthetic. And as for now, I'm working on the next set, which is going to be the buildables you can make. So a very quick look here. We've got a gazebo that I've modelled here. So this is not obviously textured yet, but the model is pretty much done. We have a little bonfire here that you can have, you know, sort of placed around the world. We'll probably make some sort of rock ceiling, I imagine, as well. That might be quite cool. And we've got a banner as well, so we're going to put the Toastabs logo on. Sort of like a medieval-esque banner that sort of shares the aesthetic identity that Skystead has.
Yeah, today's been pretty dull, so I've been working on a business plan. Ooh.
And then I came on to actually look at the proposal that you're pitching for Lord Sugar. And frankly, it's a bloody disgrace. It's a bloody disgrace. The 10 years I've done this, I've never seen something that's put together 2 bloody pages with pictures on 1 page. What do you think you're coming here for?
So it's just one of the requirements for the loan that we want to take out with the Elevate Fund, the North East Combined Authority thing. It's basically just to hire some part-time staff for the shop and the escape room, basically just so they can cover that and we can just continue to work normal office hours, which will be really good. And it should help with QA and stuff like that, because that's an awful lot of our overhead is just doing QA for all of our various DLC. So if we can also offload a bit of that, then it means that we can actually make more games and fun stuff. But yeah, it's just a lot. I've never done a business plan before. And there's just a lot to cover, so I've been working on that. You're probably gonna have to blur it out, like, to be honest. I'm not even sure if this should be shown, but but yeah, I'm getting there. Fingers crossed I can have it all done by the end of the week.
Okay, so I'm working on the Skystead Founders Festival buildables today, and you can see here all the models are now done. I came across a little bit of a snag, as I was a little bit worried that the canopy here was going to take up too much UV space. As you can see here, the tent itself takes up quite a lot of space, and you don't really need this much, as I imagine that the tent canopies are going to be one solid colour, so I don't really need the detail and the size of UV space to like draw things on. So I've actually made it a bit smaller, just so that everything else can share a bit more space, they can get a bit more detail in there, such as like doing highlights or maybe some patterns on the flag here. But yeah, we've actually moved over to texturing now, so if we quickly have a little look over here, they come along really nicely. If I quickly turn off the outline so you can see a bit better. They come along really nicely. I'm quite happy with them so far. I'm still working on the fireplace, sorry, the bonfire, as something's not sitting right with me. I just don't think it looks very good. I'm not sure why. I can't really discuss why I don't like it, but something about it I just don't like. So I'm going to work on that a bit more, but for first off, I'm going to work on the ones and come back to it, as I think I've been staring at it too long. So next up is going to be the fire extinguisher and the little caterpillar cake.
Guys, it's Friday and I'm somehow back from Barcelona.
Yeah. I took Friday afternoon off, so we're recording this on Monday. Anyway, make sure to check out the colouring voxels. Hello, Kim. That'll make a good edit. The colouring voxels, what DLC is it? Board Game Party.
Board Game Party.
That's just come out, and make sure to check out Wooloop, the music DLC. Mm-hmm. That's just come out as well, so yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
No thanks.
Cool. Oh yeah, and thank you to everyone who joined the stream today, because by the time the video comes out, I'll be streaming, and at all Discord and Patreon members as usual.